Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans all over the world, welcome to Aussieverse. I am OmniBeau, and today we are joined by Azrael85, and we are talking all about the 2025 Survivor Series WarGames. We are proudly sponsored by Comic Bookaroo. And Azrael, how are you, brother?
Hey, mate. Hey, legends. What's going on?
Good to have you on, buddy. Anybody else that wants to join, feel free. The StreamYard link is there, but going by history, we're probably not going to be joined by anybody. So let's just get down to brass tacks, shall we? The first match of the night. Let me see here. How did you feel about that one, mate? We had the female WarGames. Now, not only that, but WWE decided to put this in a stadium, which was a huge call for Survivor Series. It looks like they're really trying to make this a huge, huge event, which I think it worked for most of it. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Well, they reported on the crowd figures a bit later. I think it was about 41,000, so surprising. But I think the stadiums for these big events, I think that might be their go-to.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man, especially for like the 4 or 5 biggest pay-per-views of the year. But anyway, female WarGames. We started off with Asuka versus Flair, which obviously these two women are always dynamite when they're together. And they did what they normally do. They beat the crap out of each other, and they did it very well until Io Sky came in next, where every woman that entered the ring brought a weapon. Now, I don't know about you, dude, but for the first half of this match, I wasn't that impressed. The second half, I kind of was. I just felt like the first half, it was really just going through the motions. Do you know what I mean? Like It wasn't anything exciting.
Definitely, yeah. I started to get that feeling like it's setting up. Like nothing too crazy is going to happen at the start of those big 5-on-5 matches. It's just kind of set the pacing, I think. But Io always, every time she's in the ring, it turns up. Like her natural tempo just takes it to that next level.
Then we had Becky Lynch, who is on fire as a heel. Like there are just some people that should be heels all the time.
The role she was born to play.
Becky Lynch is definitely one of them. But I do want to give a massive shout out to Kari Sane. I think she is such an appreciated wrestler. People forget that she won the first ever Mae Young female tournament. And she's so good, man, that I just think it'd be good if she didn't take such a back seat, I think, maybe drop the whole pirate stick. But she's really good, man.
It was such an odd, like I get it, and with their introductory sort of role when they first come into the main shows and that sort of thing. But I'm like, she's such a talent, and stop pigeonholing talent in roles. Like you gotta let them. Like they do it with some of them, but as you said, the other ones just get left behind. Like. It's just like we don't know what to do with them, so we'll just chuck them in the back.
Yeah. I assumed something was going to happen with Charlotte Flair and Rhea, but I guess nothing really did.
That was shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I think we were just expecting something, just like we were expecting something to happen in the male main event that we discussed that didn't, which we'll get to as well. But then obviously came Alexa Bliss just before Kairi Sane, I should say. Then AJ Lee and then Nia Jax. Now, Nia Jax looked like, Nia Jax looks like she's been watching a lot of Power Rangers recently, right?
That's one way to put it. I hope Bianca Belair didn't help her design that.
At first, I didn't mind it because I thought it was different, and I can't believe I'm a fan of Nia Jax these days because I used to hate her. But I love the way how good a heel she is, and she really is good.
Definitely. Like, she was very one-dimensional, and to a degree, she sort of still is. But she's I don't know. It just seems to come naturally, that role, as you were saying before with the heel. Well, she's good at it. So if they're good at it, don't change just for the sake of changing.
Yeah.
So
I,
let her go. I think. Like,
the thing I love about Nia is that she's so happy to make herself look stupid and give shit to herself and be funny,
yep.
and she loves being a heel, you know. So I've got a lot of respect for that, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, plus being a big-sized woman as well. I mean, I know she's not the only one. There are others out there, you know, like Piper Niven and whatever. But you know, I think it must be quite I don't know, just hard for a woman of that size to be in a locker room full of all these pin-up models and all that. So I have a lot of respect for people that don't really fit the norm and
100%.
still continue to do it. You know what I mean? Like if I was a wrestler, you know that I'd be looking at Roman Reigns and all these people and feeling a little insecure with my body size and all this, you know? So
That's human nature, mate. And plus, like, you don't want everyone being cookie cutter. Like, I think wrestling went through that stage, especially with Vince. You know, he had his certain body types that he liked, like your Chris Masters and all that back in the day. And then in the women's, your Trish Stratus's and your other sort of, you know, that diva sort of period. But you know, it's good that it's different. It brings a different element to a match. She has gotten a lot better, and I think that was just natural with experience. The more she wrestled, the more she got in the ring. You know, she's good on the mic as well, like, especially as of late.
I think the tables were turned for me when I saw Nia Jax land on her ass one day, and then she grabbed it and she starts screaming out, "Oh, my hole, my hole!" You know? That was just hilarious. You know, ever since then, I've started to like her.
And
Andrew,
she has lost a lot of weight too. Like, to her credit, she looks a lot more athletic than she used to, just in terms of her ring movement and that as well. Like, she's not so stiff and rigid.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's putting the work in, which is good.
Hello there out there. All right. So moving on then, we had AJ Lee, as we said. She didn't really do too much, but I do give her credit for not only coming back, but coming back in such a brutal match as well. Also want to give big credit to Charlotte Flair, because when she came out wearing her like graffiti outfit, I straight away looked at that and I went, this has got to mean something, because it doesn't look like her normal attire. And then they showed this little girl with a brain tumor that was wearing very similar clothing, and they said that's why Charlotte's wearing it. And I just went, man, that is so classy. Like, that is so
definitely
good.
Look, to their credit, they do the WWE, as we know, with Connor and everything that happened around that quite a few years ago. That is something they do quite well. And I think John Cena is a big part of that as well, with his Make-A-Wish things. But it's good to see that, and I'm sure they do off camera, but, you know, all the superstars engaging with the fans and that sort of thing. It was really nice.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley then came in wearing that white, scary-ass mask and her contacts.
The Terrifier.
Wasn't it the Terrifier?
Yeah, they actually mentioned it. They said it's a homage. I can't pronounce that word, to whatever I haven't seen the shows myself. I've obviously seen the character.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I didn't realize until, funnily enough, they turned to the side and the nose of the mask it had on, I didn't realize it was that long. It was actually quite off-putting.
Yeah, exactly. Then Lash Legend came out with her first, I believe, pay-per-view match. I could be wrong there. It's definitely her first pay-per-view match since joining the main roster, but it's such a shame that she's got that crappy-ass music that followed her along. Like, I don't know, like, I'm sure that they wanted to give her her own identity, so I get it, but just this like, I just don't get the music, man. You know, it doesn't. I don't know.
I didn't actually pick up on the music, to be honest. I think I was talking to you. I was too trying to work out what was going on with that costume at first. But
Well, as soon as her tag team partner got released, they changed her music in TNA to that.
Oh, okay. So I'm not too familiar with her. So did she come through TNA, not NXT?
Yeah, sorry, I stuffed up. I meant they both were in NXT, but her partner got released and then hired at TNA.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I heard him mention. Because again, I'm not across my NXT much these days, but she used to be a WNBA player. Like she's huge. She's quite a big lady. Like not big as in.
She's every time I see a big woman, I instantly always think of the Juice Bigelow. That's a big bitch.
Behemoth.
That's a big bitch. But yeah, man, she's huge. So big things are coming for her, I think.
Yeah, I think she'll get a push. Just that seems to go. She's got that fit.
The match ended when Asuka spat her poison into Lash Legend, and then Rhea lifted AJ Lee to the rubbish bin, which was so cute when you think about it. Like this poor little girl is trying to give her the bin, and she goes on Rhea. And then Io Sky does her thing, which apparently is her thing now. I could have sworn she's only done it once, but they made it out like she's done it a million times. She puts the bin on her head and she jumps off it. So bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I only remember her doing it once. I think it was a couple pay-per-views ago.
No, I think it was the last.
Was it the last one?
WarGames.
Oh, okay. Time flies. But yeah, I've only noticed it once with the trash can in itself. And all I remember, I was watching it with my son at the time, and he was just in hysterics, just laughing, saying, "Why is the bin on her head?" And I said, "Oh, mate, I don't know."
I'm just glad Bronson Reed didn't do the same thing again as well. And
Nia did a good job. Like I seen when Io landed, Nia took the brunt of trying to catch Io. Everyone else just falls away as they do. But no, she definitely took a garbage can to the chest, I suppose.
That's right. Yeah. And then the good women won. My biggest question out of this, which I've been waiting for ages, is where are they going with this Charlotte and
Rhea?
Alexa Bliss? Where are they going with this storyline?
Yeah, it's an odd one because they're both admittedly Charlotte. I like her as a heel, but it just seems natural.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Like she's doing pretty good as a face at the moment, I'd say. And do you really want to turn Alexa again for the 30th time?
Well, I think everybody is waiting for Alexa to have a storyline with the Wyatt Six. That's what we're waiting for, I think.
It has to happen, surely.
Yeah. That's why I was surprised, because they've sort of broken the whole mystique about Alexa Bliss now, where now Alexa's just another normal girl, which is a little bit of a shame, I think. But
it's an odd one. She does the character so well. But I'm like, you can't just leave her now. Like, as you said, you got to make the full turn to go with the Wyatt Six, or change it up a bit. Like, we can't just keep rehashing for years on end the same thing.
Yeah, we're not friends.
Sorry?
That's their line they're always saying. We're not friends.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Next up, we had Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena. John Cena in his final ever pay-per-view or premium live event match. Well, actually, I guess it's not his last premium live event. I say pay-per-view because, Saturday night's main event is not, in my opinion, a pay-per-view, but it is a premium live event, I guess. Either way, it was his last match before his last match. And
John Farnham.
Yeah, John Farnham, yeah. Hey, buddy, feel free to join, brother. That goes with everybody. The StreamYard link is there. Look, I'm glad the match happened, but I am such a John Cena fan. I've loved John Cena ever since he debuted. But the one thing I can't deny is John Cena just makes wrestling look fake these days. He's acting in the ring. If somebody turned around to me now and said John Cena was going to leave WWE for Hollywood, I would assume he wouldn't make it because his acting in the ring is just not great, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that's, I have noticed that with some of the other wrestlers as well as they're getting on a little bit in age, they're becoming a bit one-dimensional and they've got to try harder for the basics and, it's just rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Like with the move set and that. But, he's, he'd be in his 50s, surely. Early 50s?
I remember finding out how old he was just the other day, and he wasn't that far from me. I think he might be 5 years older. So he's looking at around 47, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell he's made that transition now. He's WWE. It'll probably at this stage probably be getting in the way of his movie career, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And look, as I said during the commentary, he's done everything. There's no stone left unturned when it comes to Cena's career.
Yeah.
And props to him. The same as you, I've watched him since his Ruthless Aggression debut against Angle back in the day, and mate, he's done it all. Like my kids aren't a fan of him, and I'm like, I've almost disowned them for saying that, but they don't know. And I hope the new generation are educated on what he's actually done.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be shoved down their throat with the whole the greatest
whether
of
they
all
want to or
time.
not, you're going to know.
Yeah. Like bloody hell, mate. I'm just glad that they've dropped the last real champion because that is such a heel line that it made no sense for Cena to continue that when he went face again.
It was mentioned a few times during the match.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I think it was Cole mentioned it once, and I think her name escapes me. The ring announcer. I made a comment on our chat what I called her, but I think she mentioned it too when she was going through his, the intros and all their accolades and that sort of thing. I think she did say the last real champion or something along those lines. And I just want weird comment, but
like if you're a bad guy, I get it. That makes sense. But not if you're a good guy, man.
And the heel turn's done. Like it was good while it lasted, but we're done now. It's time to move on.
Exactly right. And then that ended with Liv coming back, which I would have put money on Liv Morgan coming back at Royal Rumble. I'm very surprised she came back tonight. And not only that, but, picked up where she left off like nothing's happened. So for those that didn't see it and you're only here to hear the thoughts, Liv Morgan comes back. She decks Dominic, making it out like Liv is now a good guy. She hugs John Cena, then she balls John Cena and helps Dominic win. And it's like, what? Like, wasn't there meant to be a whole Roxanne Perez
the jealousy angle? Yeah.
So what happens now? Is that just dropped? Or
look, I think what happened is in terms of the space. Like I'm thinking, as like a creative, I'm guessing, not as a fan. I love seeing Liv back. I'm a fan. Yeah. I've been for a long time. But I guess maybe, as you said, bringing it back at the Rumble, that won't really give it enough time if she's going to get back in that main event picture, which I'm guessing they might want to do with her, just because of her popularity. Yeah. So maybe between now and Rumble, they'll address the Roxanne and the angle and sort of squash that. And then around the Rumble, maybe transition her to more of a main event. Against who? I don't know. like her versus. I'm not even across it. Is Jade still the champion at the moment?
Who?
Jade
Jay.
Cargill.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I completely forgot she existed for a minute.
Yeah, because
I
I'm like,
did.
that angle doesn't make sense. Like, what you're going to manufacture a rivalry out of nowhere?
Yeah. Although, in saying that, it's happened to me so many times over the years, right? Where there's a character that I don't like and I haven't liked since day one, but then they become a heel and I start liking them because they drop that cookie cutter good guy persona. And it's, and I've got to admit, I like Jade like this. It's so much more attractive. And I don't mean, sexually or physically. I mean, attractive as a storyline and as a character with her being this bitch.
I agree. I agree. Yep. She's I didn't care one way or the other for Jade, like as you've mentioned in previous shows when I've jumped in the chat. She just seems very, another one-dimensional character. Yeah. But she's really embraced the heel and she's doing a good job with it. Like I'm in. She's got me.
Yeah, I agree. And I'll put money on Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've already started planting the seeds for it, unless it's going to be done earlier, like at Royal Rumble.
Do you think Naomi would? What do you know when she's scheduled to be back?
No, but I do know that 9 months to have a baby in reality is a lot quicker on TV because you don't realize how quickly 9 months goes past.
Oh, she's pregnant. I completely forgot. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But like it's same thing with Becky Lynch and there was another one where they've had a baby and I swear I've blinked and they've just come back, So it just goes to show how quick 9 months goes by.
Yeah. Well, you're off TV for a couple of weeks or you do a promo, what they do when and not actually in the ring, and then you're like, oh, I've just completely forgot.
Matt, I need to upload that picture. You just reminded me. Cena has earned his flowers and victory lap, but he's still lucky to get an exit like this, unlike all the legends who got thrown away by Vince back in the day and ended up in the Indies. Yeah, man. Look, when Cena first announced his retirement tour, I thought that was a brilliant idea. It's a shame the way it's gone down, but it's a great idea.
Yeah. But in saying that, John Cena has been WWE through and through and through. Like he's a company man by every means.
Yeah.
Whereas some of your other legends, they've jumped ship or they've had falling outs or they've done this and that. And, I'm sure if Vince could adopt him, he would. That's their relationship, So.
And how do you like Roxanne Perez now being able to say that she has pop rocked John Cena? Like, that's pretty cool.
And it was a good one, too. Like, it was fluid. It paid off well. Like, I seen Cena jumped a little bit, obviously, to help. But, no, it was good. Like, and, she loves him.
Yeah, I love Roxanne as well.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the clip of Roxanne meeting AJ when she's a kid?
Yes.
Oh, it's a
she literally is like fangirl through and through. Like I've seen a clip where she was talking about John Cena as well, and I'm like, she's just born and bred diehard fan, which is awesome.
Did you ever see the other one where AJ is a little girl meeting Lita?
Yes, I didn't see the video. I think I seen a photo. Maybe?
Oh, AJ is bawling her eyes out. And she looks like she's like, 12 years old.
Yes, that's the one I seen. It's sort of side by side near a crowd, I'm thinking it was from memory.
Yeah. It's so good, man.
AJ's a legend, besides the whole comic book angle. But I liked her and, her old angle when she was around. But even my kids now, like.
Even your kids? Did I lose you? All right, I think I've lost him. Then after that, we had Nikki Bella versus Stephanie Vaquer for the women's title. This was a bit of a match, unfortunately. I mean, I applaud Nikki Bella for stepping back in the ring and trying again. I have a lot of respect for her for doing that. But, you know, I think her time might have slipped past. And, you know, I mean, Nikki didn't even really deserve another shot at the title. I mean, why did she even get one in the first place? But it was an all right match. We were just talking about Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh, yep. The
Yeah.
yes. Sorry, someone rang me. I dropped out.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, I wasn't really invested that much if I got to be honest.
Yeah.
And
I just don't understand how they've dropped the ball with Julia so much.
Yes, definitely, and that's what as we messaged each other during the match about that, and I think it plays into the angle is creative just haven't come up with the right angle. I guess like it's just yeah.
Well, it's funny that Matt brings this up because you and I talked about this during the show, and I actually really liked the way Nikki took the Devil's Kiss because it
The
made
dying pigeon.
it made her look like she was really messed up, like, you know. And I found that more believable than the way other people have taken it.
Yeah, I got to admit, when Steph when she's doing the Devil's Kiss, I'm not really paying too much attention to the people bobbing around on the ground. Admittedly,
I wonder why.
I don't know. I don't know what's going
And obviously, Stephanie Vaquer won that match with her 28th win for the year. So
I've got a question for you, Bo.
Yeah.
How and when do you see her relinquishing the title? Because I can't see where it's going to come from.
Yeah. I'm hoping Liv.
Yep.
I'm hoping Liv comes and does something because at the moment she's pretty much unstoppable, right? But as we know, nobody is unstoppable.
Yeah, I just don't even see the angle that they're going to play. Like, I honestly didn't see her dropping the title to Nikki. Like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, see, I could have seen that happening just because I know how much Backstage loves Nikki. So
Yep.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Nikki had won it, to be honest.
Okay.
But she didn't. Christina, you beautiful thing, how are you? And then we had the final match, which was the men's WarGames. Now, we both noticed, was that new music for Bron Breakker, or has Bron Breakker just been coming out with Seth's music and the Vision and whatever other people's music for so long that we've forgotten what Breakker's music was?
Well, seeing as though it takes Bron usually about 2.3 seconds to get to the ring before he tears someone in half, maybe they've never actually played it long enough to notice.
But it was good. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm a fan. It sold me. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, it started out with Bron Breakker and CM Punk, which I thought was really good. I got my partner to shout out "It's Clobbering Time," which I always enjoy. Followed by Drew, the Chosen One McIntyre, and then Cody, the real Chosen One Rhodes. How did you feel about all of this so far?
As you said, with the women's, it was pretty cookie cutter. I did pick up very early about, the commentators' absolute, obsession with anything Bron did.
Right.
He took that, he breathed in real deep then, he's a champion, look at him, future immortal, well, and all this rubbish.
It's made me think as well, they're constantly saying to him, the future WrestleMania main eventer for years to come and all this. Like, how do you not have an ego? Imagine you going to work every day, right? Imagine, I don't know, I'm not going to say what you do for a living on live television, but let's say for argument's sake that you're a bricklayer, right? And you go to work every day and your boss turns around and goes, everybody, It's Troy. He's the best bricklayer in the world for the next bricklaying championships for years to come. Everything this guy does is fantastic. Wouldn't you be walking around your work just being like, that's right.
So a Tuesday, basically.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. You can't be giving
it's ridiculous.
Someone.
Like, we don't need Michael Cole and Wade Barrett telling us. Like, we can see what he's doing. He's pushed into the main event sort of spotlight. I wouldn't say relatively quickly because he's been around for a minute now, but he's a legacy. He's gonna be there. We don't need it rammed down our throats every 5 minutes during a match.
Yeah, that's right. I totally agree with that. We then got CM Punk juicing quite early, wearing that crimson mask. I didn't see where that came from, but it looked real.
Yeah, that was the forehead gouge.
Oh, okay, right.
So they had him up against and they did the every cage match they do these days where they rub their forehead across the gradient. And then Drew done some weird, whether he meant it, and they go, he's gouging out his skin. And I'm just like, okay. Like, thanks. And and then, as I said, like blood that early, I don't know if it was intentional, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
They didn't play up on it. Like, it kind of got wiped away off camera, and then you never really seen it again. So, yeah. And then there was no mention of it. Usually when they used to cut back in the day, they'd go, oh, the brutality and this and all that sort of angle they played. There was no mention, so.
Yeah, exactly. And then what looks like what they're probably setting up for WrestleMania is Cody elbowing Punk by accident.
So I'm not sure if I'll wait till you get to it because when you come to set up, did you catch after the bell?
No, what do you mean?
So when the match ended and they did the whole, the arms around each other for the vision and all that sort of thing, just before it went off air, it actually cut back to the ring and Roman Reigns helped CM Punk up off the ground. And then Cody was still on the ground and Roman didn't help him up.
Oh.
And then they had words. And then Roman actually says to him just literally before it went off air, he goes, "This is the last time we're ever teaming up."
Oh,
and
okay.
They set the seed for that angle.
Right.
And
no, the last
CM Punk did do the actions of the elbow, but it kind of got brushed to the side, like they kind of just went, "Oh, it is what it is." And then it was the Roman Cody thing, and they were both, pretty serious about it. So I think that's where they're going to go with that one.
The last thing I did see, which I really wish the cameraman got a better angle of, was Brock Lesnar, when he was outside the ring and they were all, being like, "We've won." I think a little girl, it might have been a little boy, but I think a little girl starts talking to him. And you just see Brock for like a good 5-10 seconds just having a conversation with this little kid at the entrance. And I'm like,
was that
what
the
was
kid
happening
in
there?
the right-hand corner?
Yeah.
Because when Cena finished his match, he was also talking to a kid down in the corner.
Right. Like maybe he was a special kid that had a special seat, or he was
it was right on the edge.
A family member, maybe. Yeah. It's not a big deal, but I don't like that they used the same holding the cage door spot with AJ Lee and Cody. Yeah. Yeah.
Rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah, exactly right. We then had Braun landing very bad off that Doomsday Legion of Doom move, which we thought might have been a problem for a minute.
Definitely. Well, how he landed,
right on his neck. No, but obviously he's fine because he's not human, that guy. Then Logan Paul comes in, Big Jim comes in, and then Bronson Reed, who Michael Cole, I swear to God, is trying to call this guy the Auszilla so much that it's like,
Did he
dude,
say bronze? I thought he said Bronzilla.
No, he's I always hear him say Auszilla, like Australia Godzilla, you know? And it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
sure, why not? Like, yeah,
if it's
we'll
not
just take
catching
it.
on by now, you know, like every
I've never
time he's
heard
out,
the term, and that's
Auszilla,
not going to catch on. Auszilla.
the Auszilla, you know, it's like, dude,
There's a big
you know,
drop there.
it's the marketing of things, man. Like, I don't understand Roman Reigns, right? When he first came back after losing, what was it? TC Tribal Chief. What was the original one? Because now it's TC1. And it wasn't that
OTC?
original.
Was it OTC?
OT, that's right. The original Tribal Chief or the one Tribal, it was OTC. Then they changed it to TC1. And I'm like, what is wrong with these marketing people? Like,
Is that
they've got
because have you seen
they've got
Bronze
everybody
Angle, the shirt?
screaming OTC. They've got everybody screaming OTC every week. And it's worked. And now you want everybody to chant something else.
Yeah, because more shirts, more merch.
Oh,
It's the New Day angle all over again. We'll come up with a catchphrase every month just to sell some more shirts.
thank God. Yeah. And then what happened then? You had Jey Uso come in, then you had Brock, then you had Roman, and it was all pretty much end game from there. I think some of us were expecting Jey to do something a little less.
Yeah, I could see it coming, but guess not.
Yeah.
Like another Uso turn, right? No one's ever going to guess that's coming.
Which I don't understand why they're bothering with that. Because like where are you going with him going bad?
Just to bring Sammy back.
Oh God, who cares?
I agree.
Who cares about Sammy? I just don't care. And the boys are live. That's right, we are. So yeah, man. I mean, I guess overall, I mean, I did enjoy it, but it's crazy as well to think that a stadium is sold out with only 4 matches on the card, right?
Yes, I thought it was a bit strange because I'm like usually pay-per-views these days. I guess I'm falling into the SummerSlam, WrestleMania, big 2-day, 4-5 hour event, and then I'm like, oh, okay, 5 matches, and there's such big players that didn't get the airtime.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel if I was in the crowd for that one because they would have paid an absolute premium for those tickets too.
Yeah, that's right. Want to give a massive shout out to our 4 lifers. Thank you, each and every one of you guys, for contributing that $1 or $2 every single month because StreamYard isn't cheap. So I really appreciate any help that you guys do bring. If you do want to be a 4 lifer and get some perks, join now. Otherwise, the best way to support Aussieverse is simply by subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Before we sign off as well, we want to give a word from our sponsor, Comic Bookaroo. Comic Bookaroo, proud sponsors of Aussieverse for all your comic book needs. Graphic novels, hardcovers, omnibuses, single issues. Don't forget to pre-order every Sunday at Comic Bookaroo. May have been underwhelming, but I did notice that this event is coming to Australia that I actually would love to go to. This is the WSW Rise Against Melbourne live pro wrestling. But look at the lineup. You've got Baron Corbin. You've got Karrion Kross, Killer Kross. You've got Shotzi. You've got the Good Brothers. You've got quite a lot of good names coming here.
That's a decent show.
You got Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, the Good Brothers, Luke and Carl Anderson, Baron Corbin. Man,
Poor Baron. Did you see the video that surfaced about Baron copying it from a fan?
No.
Oh, he was obviously doing the indie circuit, and this, obviously the wrestlers can, in the in-ring talent can hear the crowd a lot more because there's only like 50 people at the show. And this guy was just giving it to him. And Baron, it got to him because he stopped and he just turned and looked at this bloke and he said something, which I won't repeat. But yeah, I'm just like, these guys going from the thousands and thousands, like your Carrions and your Barons and your Nick or Dolphs, to going to these indies. And
Yeah.
it must be deflating for them. I'm glad they do it, but God, it must be hard.
I'd love to meet Karrion Kross and Baron Corbin. So I did look into the pricing, and there is a meet and greet. So for 2 meet and greets, you and your friend or you and a partner, plus 2 tickets, you're looking at about $300, I think.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, yeah. But I hope I can afford it before it sells out. So we'll see.
Might have to have a look into it myself.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Well, it says Melbourne and Sydney, so you can definitely go. I think it was Adelaide as well.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
um,
I got to have stuff to do when I'm not at the wrestling.
Yeah. But yeah,
No
man,
offense.
it's pretty good. I enjoyed listening to this after the pay-per-view. Good show. Thank you very much, Harvey. Yeah, really appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
I don't know. I don't really get much feedback for these wrestling videos, and most people are always busy, so I'm usually doing it alone. And I've got to be honest with you, I wasn't going to do it. I was going to give it up, but I need to give a massive thank you to my partner right here for keeping me company throughout the whole show and saying that he'd join me today. Great talking with you guys. Have a great rest of the night or day. Don't give it away. Azriel, 85, brother. What is Aussieverse?
No camera, but the fingers for life.
For life. Well done. Thank you very much. We will catch you next time. We are recording our What We've Read tonight to go up next week, and our usual FOC every single week, plus more. We will catch you next time. Thank you very much. Azriel, you've been a pleasure, brother.
Too easy. Thanks very much. Have a good weekend, week,
You too.
month, Christmas.